What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Broodwar cast. We've got BishOp versus LARVA, a nice long series here today. I've actually got so many LARVA games on the back burner. It's kind of insane. I think we got like 20 LARVA games, so expect a lot of LARVA coming out here in the near future. Guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm currently in Obama, Japan, camping. It's my birthday. My wife bought me a tent for my birthday, so we're going to go out and test it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I might even do a little live stream from the campground in Obama, so look forward to that. You might even be able to find it on the live part of the channel here if you're watching this a little bit later on. But yeah, I wanted to mention that I opened channel memberships. YouTube offered me some money to open channel memberships. Just by opening it, I got some money, so that's amazing. And they also said that if you guys sign up, it's going to be $4. I get an extra $4 per sign up, which is fantastic. Up to 100 people within the next month. So if you sign up in the next 30 days, the sign up, I lowered the price. I put the price down to like, I think it's like $2, something like that, really cheap. So if you sign up for a channel membership, even just for 1 month, you can give me some of Google's money as well, which is amazing. So if you guys want to give me a birthday gift, sign up for channel memberships. I would really, really appreciate it. Kind of strapped for cash right now. It is what it is. Broodwar's not been paying the bills recently, unfortunately. The YouTube revenue, I think, got cut more than in half, probably down to about a third as of late. So it's been a little rough out here, and so I'm looking to other ways to monetize. I'm also looking for possibility of having some sponsors. So if you have any sort of a brand or you have any sort of a product that you want to get promoted to some gamers, let me know. Just an open call. You guys just leave a comment or join my Discord. The link is in the description. You guys can talk to me about it. Yeah, that's it. Guys, we're getting into this game. One Rax fast expand here from BishOp. I thought he was playing random, but I guess he's playing Terran right now, potentially. Had a random run in the SCSL recently. These games are super recent and played within the last week. So hot and fresh. LARVA has not been playing as well as I expected lately on the channel, so I've been watching quite a few LARVA games from the ladder, and I haven't been too impressed, but we'll see. We'll see what he's able to do. In ASL, he was an absolute beast. Watch the ASL live, by the way, guys. Link in the description. Our ASL live casts have been popping off, doing very, very well. Super happy for your support in that regard. And just excited to be doing more live casting in the future. Ling speed finishes. Now BishOp is a little bit screwed. Ling speed just finished. I mean, oh gosh, that Ling went way off to the side. Not the best control here from LARVA. He just kind of right-clicked over here, I think, and then A-clicked when the Lings got close. And although that's the easiest way to do it, definitely not the most efficient. He should have been able to clear all of those Marines. And kind of messed it up a little bit. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Marine count definitely took a hit there, but he's going to make it back home with 2 Marines at least. And he's got the 2 Rex with a 3rd Rex on the way. No +1 build here for BishOp. Instead, it's just a stim rush. Going up to 4 racks stim rush. 3rd base on the way pretty early here for LARVA, and it's a close 3rd, so we might be seeing Hydralis Defiler. I've been actually messing around with Hydralis Defiler a lot more on my stream recently. If you guys have caught any of those streams, you've definitely seen me play some Hydra Defiler, and it's been kind of clicking a little bit more as of late. I found that I'm going to watch really closely here how LARVA decides to do it. But I found that you actually need a lot less drones than I first thought. So I was actually building up to quite a serious drone count and trying to get a bunch more hatcheries out and stuff. Turns out you can pretty much live on 1 drone per patch and still be able to pump off of, you know, 5 hatcheries with, you know, defilers and lurkers and hydras popping out, a few lings here and there. It's just not as involved, I think, as fighting against Protoss. That's unfortunately lost that Overlord there. That's really going to hurt Larva in his efforts to actually clean this group, because the momentum is gone, right? He can't make mutas for a while, and that means that BishOp's going to keep making Marines, and eventually he's going to be able to reinforce that. So coming up to the natural here, maybe if Larva picks up the reinforcements, that could give him a bit more time to potentially clear this. But yeah, it's just not as involved as ZVP, it seems. You don't need as many Hydralisks and Lurkers. You're more so pumping out just a few Lurkers, making a lot of Hydras, and then drips and drabs of Defilers and Lings. So those are kind of cheap on the minerals. You don't really need that many minerals to keep that going. And so yeah, you don't need as much income. And so you can stay a lot scrappier. And when I've been doing that and just focusing more on getting plagues and having the Hydras in the right spot at the right time, keeping the Lurkers, you know, safe, and making a few Scourge here and there as well. Scourge, very important for that composition, at least in the early game, making sure that you don't get abused by vessels. Later on, you just keep plaguing and just trying to kill the vessels that way. But at the beginning, you do need to be a little bit safe with the Scourge. This is some good control from Larva. Oh, that's not as good there. But he is utilizing some of these high ground areas, but that impassable terrain, to look for snipes here and there. It's just very hard. There's not a lot of terrain to work with here as Larva. You've got to look for little marine break-offs like this. If you can find them and try to pick them off, it's amazing. Looks like he's going to split three mutas over here to go ahead and deal with that marine. They will put the rest of the mutas back into the pack here in a second. Another wave of bio is leaving here on the mini-map, and so it's a little bit scary at this point. Lurker aspect is not even halfway done. He's switching into that Queen's Nest. And he's going to have the Hive on the way here shortly, but he really is relying on the Mutalist control to kind of save him at this point. 6 drones on the way. Going to go up past that 30 mark. I think you need around 35 to really start pumping with the Hydralisk Defiler. Just from my play testing, definitely take it with a grain of salt. We got a catch here on some of the bio that's reinforcing, but it does manage to reconvene. And so this is still a difficult army to take on, although it's been pushed back pretty far here, buying Larva some good, well-needed time. Much-needed space. We'll be getting that +1 armor here pretty soon. That's something as well I didn't really think about before, but you don't really need +1 attack when you go for this style, because you're going to be throwing down plagues on everything. So the attack of the Hydra is going to be pretty much not important. It's really the tankiness of the Hydras to hold their ground and Lurkers that you need to be worried about. And so just getting the armor upgrade is absolutely fine. If you can afford getting both upgrades, it's definitely better. But if you're playing a very scrappy game like this, where you're just barely holding on with the mutas and trying to stay safe, looks like he's going to dive in now directly to the main base. This is a good moment here for Larva, because he's just finished his Lurkers, so he's going to be safe. You can see making some Scourge here to make sure he has everything sewn up tight before going in for any aggression. He actually pulls the Mutalist back. He's being very cautious. If he was a little bit less cautious, he could spread 4 Lurkers here, put 2 Lurkers there, and just go in, try to kill this turret and get on top of the production, but he's not comfortable doing that. He's actually sent some Lurkers pretty far out here. Ooh, Lurkers move forward. It's so funny how they do that. Lurkers try to run forward as soon as they unburrow for whatever reason. This is a great catch by Larva. He's going to get red on top of this and just annihilate this army. He does have the +1, so easy cleanup there. Want want to get caught by this returning force. But again, buying a lot of time here, pushing the Marines back. And Defiler is now on the way. +1 armor is going to be finishing up here soon. Diving on top of the production. Killing off some Marines and turrets. And opening up this position for further harassment. He is starting to run low on mutas. Can't one-shot anymore. Oh, no. I think he can't one-shot anymore. With 6? Yeah, you shouldn't be able to. Maybe that SCV took a little damage earlier. Maybe you can with +1 attack. Is that right? 10 times 6, 60 damage. Oh, they've got exactly 60 HP. Well, that solves that, I guess. No armor here for the SCVs just yet. But yes, 6 with +1 can one-shot the SCV. That makes sense. Hydra speed on the way. Hydra range is going to be coming up here soon. Consume is just about done. He is getting +1 attack as well. Again, it is better if you can have +1 attack, but not always necessary. Triple hatchery here in the main base is very nice. I actually prefer to put all of my hatches down at one of these bases. Just makes it a little easier to macro when it comes to, you know, using your F hotkeys, your vision hotkeys. Oh, these vessels are pretty far out. Gonna go for some irradiates here. Can he actually get a return kill? Nope, not able to get it. He has 4 Scourge under here, but he's not gonna be able to get those kills. Mutas. Looking around for some of these snipes. Could also go for another kill on the reinforcing units that are on their way across the map now. Vessel, reinforcing vessel. Can he get one? Yes, he can. Can he get 2? No, he cannot. Looks like he used all 4 Scourge on that first vessel. A little bit unfortunate, but 1 vessel kill. Definitely worth it here for a couple of Mutalists and a few Scourge. Not bad at all. Does need to keep making some Scourge here. Gotta be a little bit safe. Make sure you don't start losing a ton of Defilers. If you just keeps irradiating Defilers over and over again, you're going to be in trouble. Plague should be done now. Pushing forward here with the vessel. Can he get a big plague? Oh, thought he was being cute there. Bishop got a little bit too close and ends up eating that big plague. He was really trying to not lose the vessel while coming in to get a irradiate there on one of those Defilers, but it did not pay off for him at all. Now pushing forward against this mostly plagued army. Plus, he has a lot of Scourge here. Yeah, this is something that's very hard to pull off. It's just keep the Scourge active, keep on making them over and over again, and try to get those connections whenever you can. Yeah, okay. Go, 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 go. Scourge. Not fast enough. A little bit too slow there. Defiler's still alive, though. Oh, and I think he gets this. Yes, he will. He gets a hit on that. Very good play from Larva here. A lot of Marines going around the left-hand side, or right-hand side, excuse me. Looks like he's going to get another vessel. Really, really good connection there for Larva. Definitely wants to shut down this 4th base, but Larva has so much stuff. If he can get all this stuff to move, he can definitely beat this army. He just needs to get everything on hotkeys and start to move out. And he will indeed do that. Has another Defiler here. Hitting his macro right now. You can see 45 workers. So having even more than I would expect. We'll see if he continues to make... I mean, he's just able to hit his macro so much better than I can. It's not even really comparable. Here we go. Another big plague could be coming out here in a second. There it is. He goes for the plague. Not the greatest plague, though. Pretty good dodge. And sometimes it's better to just hold the plague than to cast it and then not have any energy left over. You don't want to play all your cards. You don't want to throw your cards down on the table before... sometimes it's better to hold your cards, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. My gosh. Kind of opens up the Terran player to then sort of counterattack you. Like, they don't have to worry about plague anymore, so they can just kind of stim and run after you. If you just hold the plague, then they kind of have to back away and stay unclumped. And it makes it a little harder. Oh, God. Running right up into these Hydras. Almost loses multiple vessels there. Running straight up. There's the Dark Swarm. Plague should be coming up here in a second. Just has enough for the double Dark Swarm. Doesn't have Metasynaptic Node here just yet. Tanks are starting to be made. Tank upgrades are coming here as well for the Terran player. And so he will be getting into double expansion. Lots of tanks being made here. Triple factory for BishOp. Love to see it. That's going to be very hard to handle. Oh, chitinous plating coming up here for Larva. He's going to switch. Going to use this Hydra Defiler play as like a springboard to get himself into some Ultralisk eventually. Falling back here with these Hydras. Definitely going to have a hard time taking that base with all those Marines on the high ground. We'll need to move a Defiler over there, and there's a lot going on right now. Spending a lot of time consuming, getting his stuff into position. Hydras here are going to get stuck on this stupid, I don't even know what to call that thing. Very frustrating feature on this map. Doesn't really look like you can't walk through there, but a lot of units cannot go through there. I don't know if any units can actually get through this. It's actually a big block. It doesn't really look like it. Big Plague here on the left-hand side. This army is all going to go down, and then he can go ahead and make sure that that base doesn't end up getting taken. Oh, he irradiated the drone. Oh, yes. They're irradiated on the drone, so he just makes a hatchery immediately. I love it. That's a great play from Larva. Making sure that he doesn't lose that drone. He can actually expand over here. Gonna lose a few Hydras coming up this ramp. Is what it is. I guess he lost the Defiler over there on the right-hand side. And so he's got to work with what he has. Don't let that hatchery finish, though, Larva. That's not the plan here. Gotta unmake that. Okay, there we go. Now we'll go down to the bottom right. Wow, he made it with just 3 HP. That is very close. Too close for comfort. Oh my gosh, so many tanks are starting to fill up this middle. It's going to get pretty scary here for Larva soon, so he has to keep this scrappy. Great Plague there. Huge Plague gets so much damage. Another Plague? A little bit worse on that one. About 3 Marines end up getting hit by that. It is what it is. A lot of that stuff is very spread out now, and BishOp's sitting here kind of pretty on his 4 bases, excuse me. 4 base to 4 base is not a bad spot to be for the Terran player. And so he's just waiting for future bases to come out. 8 Ultras on the way. This is going to be a huge attack from Larva soon. Actually, wouldn't mind him going for a drop also, but looks like he's going to make 8 Ultras, 10 drones. As this attack is happening, he's going to saturate bottom right and try to push through and kill as many tanks as possible. We'll see how that goes for him. Let's take a look at the upgrades before this fight. +1 is done. Armor. +2 armor is finished here for the Zerg. So he has a bit of a advantage. However, 3 attack on these. Oh, he could have gone for a huge Plague on these Marines, but instead opts for the Plague on the vessels. Not a bad decision there, but will mean that this army is still pretty strong for this upcoming fight. Definitely an advantage for the Marines, but siege tanks aren't going to be dealing that much damage. They're still very good against Ultras, don't get me wrong, but once they have +2 attack, it becomes a little bit scary. Actually, it becomes very scary. Ooh, what the heck was that? Oh my goodness. Did all the medics just walk into that? I'm gonna have to picture that, because that's crazy. We do have a Muta here. Should be hitting this. Muta needs to get to work. Like, hit one of these. Okay, there we go. He got both of them. So he actually did do the damage, but a lot of irradiates go down. That's very frustrating right now for Larva to end up losing a bunch of Ultras here. He wants this one big attack to try and break the center, but it's slow pushing through the middle. This is why I love Broodwar, man. Broodwar is so cool. You don't get to see stuff like this in StarCraft 2. The long, spread out tank line like that is so difficult to break, and it's such an interesting strategy. Dark Swarm, Dark Swarm. Another couple of Dark Swarms are going to come down here in a second. Oh, he doesn't have Ultraless speed, so it's a little bit hard to break this, but with the Dark Swarms everywhere on top of everything, looks like he may be able to kill a bunch of these tanks. Oh, he takes so much damage running back out as well. Ooh, this is starting to look a little bit hairy here for LARVA. That's just so many tanks at this point. Still going to continue to make Ultras. And holding the high ground for now. There is a Nidus Canal here, but he could try to target that down with these tanks on the right. Oh, he gets the Defiler on the high ground. That's so annoying. Oh, and he gets the Nidus as well. It's going to be very difficult for LARVA to stop this now. He built another Nidus Canal. He's going to try to hang on. Maybe come around with this army. There's not that many Marines anymore. If he engages when the Ultras go in, he should be able to kill the remainder of the vessels. Oh, he's got quite a bit here on the left-hand side. Can he make this work? Can he get these kills? Oh, a lot of the Scourge are going to go down here. He doesn't kill the vessels. He is going to dive on top of these tanks, doing his best to draw their fire on top of each other. Ultra's going to pull back here. Does he have something in these Overlords? No, he does not. Still at 164 supply. He's got a fighting chance of holding onto this base. It's slowly closing in. There's not that many tanks. I guess there are still quite a few. He actually needs to bring these up, spread them out a little bit closer to where they can still be useful. All Lurkers under Dark Swarm. Gonna hold the line for now. Buy him a bit of time so that he can start to rebuild this army. Army up here in the top left. A lot of tanks, actually. Lynx are going to get out on top of those. Oh, wow. This is going to be pretty darn good of a trade for LARVA. He's actually going to kill almost every tank with just some Lings. So that's fantastic. Handling that in the top left. And he actually needs to deal with this base while all this is going on. I mean, Bishop's just getting free money from that top left. And an attack going in here. I mean, imagine if this attack went to top left. LARVA would be in such a good position if that were to happen. He's actually sending a drone up there. He's going to find out the bad news. Bishop has taken that, and he's been holding it for a very long time. Attacking to the middle of the map. It seems like LARVA is starting to break through everything. He's held onto enough bases here long enough that, yes, this push is going to be broken, and GG is called. Bishop taps out. A great first game here in the series. All right, LARVA got a win there. Game number 1 was not an easy one, but for sure showed some affinity for the Hydralisk Defiler play. Handled his business. Pretty defensive game overall. Both players just building up for an eventual clash there in the center. And as soon as that tank push was stopped, game was pretty well over. Hard to come back from that position there. Bishop got away with that base in the top left for a really long time, but it did eventually get scouted. And so as the center crumbled, that outlying base was definitely going to die, and the chances of Bishop pushing back across the map with enough tanks to make a dent or to actually stop LARVA was very low. So I think that came to a natural conclusion there with LARVA just overwhelming Bishop. It's a shame he didn't push center left with not just tanks but some Marines as well. Could have dealt with those Lings and possibly killed that base, really shut down some of LARVA's economy, and maybe we could have seen a stronger game. But now we're here on Radeon once again with the LARVA in the bottom right. He's gone ahead and went for a pool first. Pool first here. Get that extractor now. Looks like he's gearing up for a rather quick 2-hatch play. Could also be a 2.5. But this is sort of like an I think this is an overpool build. I was just thinking about that last game here, going into this first one. That's a bad habit. Gotta cut that out. That's something I do on ladder too, by the way. Oh my gosh, no mining on the gas. So not gonna go for a 2-hatch layer play. He's definitely going to be looking to throw down another hatchery here soon. I think this is a bit of a fake out, honestly. A bit of a fake out here for Larva. Okay, gonna start to mine this gas now. Where's the hatchery? Ah, top right. Yeah, he built the gas early to confuse BishOp, to make him feel like this is going to be a lot of pressure. And then just didn't mine off of it and gets this third base. Pretty smart play. I mean, this could work out really well. Very much depends on how BishOp reacts. He's going to be going for a +1 build here. +1 doesn't have any way to kind of punish or pressure Larva in the early game, so I think Larva will get away with this. And we might not see BishOp kind of realize what's going on here for quite some time. This is kind of big brain here. This is Soul Key-esque. The misdirect is going to be pretty hard to suss out for BishOp. He is going to get in towards this main base, but I think he can block with the drone. Yeah, all you need to do is block with the drone just a little bit. Looks like he's going to get it with the chase micro there. Nicely done. Just get in front of it. Block it just long enough for the Ling to get some attacks off as well is good enough. And so he's not going to see the timing on the lair or the spire. He kind of has to react as though this is a 2-hatch play. Kind of missing out on this upgrade here. When's that going to start? There we go. Does get the stim upgrade started. BishOp. Pretty low amount of defense here. Not a lot of Marines. Can't really push out. Can't really do anything. Gonna start one comsat. No spire? Where the heck is the spire? Oh, he's building spire over in top right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is such a sneaky play from Larva. You'll love to see it. The mind games here are very tricky. Making 7 drones right now. This is about the time when you're going to want to be making... Yeah, he scans. He sees nothing in the main except for the lair. I think he's got to make a second comsat. Yeah, he makes a second comsat after seeing that. Okay, let's get some more information here. What are you actually doing? He might even start making bunkers. Because if you don't have bunkers and you scan and see now a Hydra Den in the natural... Oh my gosh, now you don't have any scans and there's lurkers coming up to your front wall. It's pretty scary. He scans the natural, he sees nothing. Well, this actually reveals to him that there's a base out on the map, right? Because, like, what the heck else are you doing? Like, you don't have anything here, and you don't have anything here. Well, there could actually be a hidden hatchery up here, right? He could have gone for like 2.5 hatch with a hatchery up in the top corner, building his stack. So this doesn't really reveal much to BishOp. He's just gonna come out on the map. He's like, all right. I guess push out? I don't know. He's in a very strange state right now. Not really sure what he should be doing. Lurker aspect, Hydras, and Mutas are all being made at the same time, by the way. He's going to get Lurkers on this high ground. He's going to have Mutas to harass. And BishOp's going to head out on the map. Oh, he's sending a Marine to top right. So he's actually going to find this. Yeah, I don't think that Larva will be able to stop that. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. 3 Hydras in top right. Does have that gas mining. Just a little bit of drones over here. Just enough to eke out a little bit more money. Queen's Nest on the way. Looking like kind of a Hydra Defiler game again, maybe. Let's see how this plays out. Bio on the map. Gonna head towards top right, but there's definitely gonna be a well-placed Hydra. You kind of want to go on this tile. You want to be right on the corner, like right there. This little corner here. Let's see if he's nailed it. Let's see if he's got it in the exact right spot. He had plenty of time, so he shouldn't miss. And indeed, he is going to be able to hit that. Yeah, these were morphed before. That's how you want to do it. Morph these ones first, then you morph this one on the ramp. Oh, target fire. Holy crap. He actually gets the target fire on that lurker. Damn. BishOp able to get those hits, and not enough miss shot there for LARVA to be able to comfortably take this base. He's actually going to stim and maybe go for it? No way, right? Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. LARVA not targeting. LARVA not targeting here. Bad targeting for LARVA, and he's going to lose this base. Oh, geez. That was a good move. A really good move from BishOp. Man, I want to watch that again. That was really sick. He basically did the D-Matrix play without using D-Matrix. How is he hitting this right now? I mean, he's not allowing these Marines to move, because if you right-click all your Marines on this, then you're going to end up with the Marines kind of running around back here rather than attacking. They're going to start pathing all over the place. So he targets with like 2 Marines, it looks like, or maybe 1 Marine. I think this one he might have targeted it as well. And yeah, 2 Marines are attacking this. And I think they're still on the low ground, so they should be getting some miss shots. But watch, right as he moves forward, you can see he targets the rest of the Marines here onto this. How many of these are actually firing at the lurker? I think it's this one. Maybe this one's going to start firing as well. And this one and this one. Yeah, all of these are attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, are hitting this. And this one, I think, attacking the egg, because these ones aren't attacking. Something's attacking the egg. So about 4 or 5 Marines actually hitting this, and he somehow manages to take out that lurker. That is crazy, man. The fact that he managed to kill that, even though it's up here on high ground behind the lurker egg, that is so painful. LARVA could have burrowed a little bit further back, but he wanted to move forward to try and get some hits so he could save this lurker, because otherwise, you know, if you don't move forward and try to help this lurker, then as soon as that one pops, it'll die. So you kind of have to make a decision here as LARVA. Which lurker are you going to try and save and be a little risky, or are you going to just let that lurker die? He decides to be a little risky, and he ends up dying. That is so rough. And then this run up the ramp is just insane. Like I said, D-Matrix without using D-Matrix. Basically what he did there. Now we're going to watch a little bit more of this, because this is just part of the beauty of StarCraft, man. What these players are capable of doing. Watch this. So 2 Marines get sent out first. They're just going to split as best they can. Looks like he just like Matrix dodges the second spine. Nope, actually that one dies. But both of these lurkers end up targeting onto this Marine, or did one of them target onto the Marines at the bottom of the ramp? Yeah, Matrix dodge there. Look at that. This is like a boxer move right there. Dodging the Marines, or dodging the spines as they're coming out here. He manages to keep that Marine alive. It's of course going to go down, but this is some excellent movement from BishOp to get as far out here on the side. In fact, he's going to get another bunch of Marines down onto the bottom side. Look at this split right there. He splits the Marines. He gets the big surround. Immediate target fire onto this lurker on the right-hand side. He wants to get rid of that DPS as soon as possible. And he does manage to do it. All of the mutas go down, and the lurkers just aren't able to hold. Really solid play from BishOp, and we're going to jump into our next game. All right, guys, another one. Here's LARVA in the top left-hand corner, BishOp in the top right on Metropolis. I just dropped a brand new short. Just checking it out. How it's doing right now. It's doing all right. I don't know if shorts are the right way to go to try and promote content. I'm trying everything I can right now. Whatever it takes, guys. We got to keep this Brood War thing going. Gotta make it viable, so it can continue on into the future. And you guys are really helping me doing that. Thank you to everybody who subscribes on Patreon. You guys are amazing. Keeping Brood War alive. And allowing me to spend a lot of time, you know, talking to people, trying to get more series. working on things like the SCSL, ASL cast, those sort of things. Very hard to justify, you know, doing some of these things for free. But, my wife is very nice. That's all I'll say. My wife is great. She doesn't mind me spending all my time doing ASL. Like, hey, honey, it's ASL season. For the next 2 months, I'm going to be busy. 3 days a week. Am I getting paid? No. It is what it is. Very hard to justify, but we are, we're growing here. And it's all thanks to you guys. The Patreon really helps me to support this, this habit, this hobby of mine, casting Broodwar for you guys, and for that I am very appreciative. A little Marine. Poke here into the natural. Forces one drone away, but now he's going to be sent back. Get to work here in the natural. Nothing too significant starting this game off. We're going to see another +1 build out of BishOp. That was some very good Marine control we saw last game. Like, surprisingly good. The Boxer Marine. Getting up there on the high ground and just baiting those shots. Factory, okay. Staying in here in the main base. Saw the timing on the lair. Barely not going to survive to see the Spire timing, but he's got a pretty good idea. And that does go down. There's the Spire. 5 Marine move out. A little bit scary, but I mean, you can't be too gung-ho with this. There's too many lings. 6 lings with speed annihilates this force. Annihilates it. It's funny how at some points, like, let's say 6 lings without speed, you could actually win that fight. It would be pretty close. 4 lings with or without speed. I mean, with speed, you can almost win that fight, but without speed, you absolutely get smashed by 5 Marines. So it's such a knife's edge. The snowball is real. Oh, Marine heads out on the map. Away from the pack here. That was just, that was Jerry. You know, he, not the smartest. Not the smartest Marine in the squad here. Walking out along the cliffs. Doing a little sightseeing tour. The rest of these Marines are squatted up and standing all next to each other. Very tight formation. Jerry, he will be missed. The comic relief of the crew. Another one down. Another one bites the dust there. Ling's doing a good job of just getting whatever they can here in the early game. Let's take a look at the builds. Speed with vultures. Oh god. This could be a really strong timing from BishOp here. I mean, you gotta know something's up when you don't see the barracks making anything. But he's actually gonna get over here right before 6 minutes, and BishOp hasn't moved out. Like, you're supposed to move out before the third vulture finishes here, and he hasn't moved out yet. Oh god, he's looking for an opportunity to move out, but as long as Larva stays in front of the natural, this shouldn't be allowed. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Oh, he manages to slip by and only gets 1 shot with the mutas. Wait a second, this could be some damage. He's actually heading down towards bottom left, gonna make a sunken. So this really won't do too much. Aside from keep Larva busy. That's for sure. This will definitely keep Larva busy while the Valkyries are being made. So that's something. A little bit of a weird opener from BishOp, though. Sending out the vultures after the mutas are already at his base. Usually, yeah, you want to get out right as the mutas are crossing the map. You want to get out on the map and force them to go back home and just defend. And yeah, this is going to be a situation where he kind of has to defend. He does have the sunken up now, so maybe he's going to be okay. Sunken in the natural as well, but you can still run by that. Scourge here in the pack. Can he get the shot on, or can he get the kill on this Valkyrie? Looks like he will. Yeah, gets the Valkyrie kill. Very nicely done there. Even with the slide micro, you're not going to be safe. Scourge can definitely chase that down. Another Valkyrie pops out, but definitely taking the wind out of the sails here for BishOp. Trying to throw down some mines all over the place. Very annoying to deal with mines in the early game here as Zerg. But he's got this base, which means that he kind of has a safe base to take behind this. Oh, can he get one of these? Oh, he just barely gets two. Okay. The glaive bounce actually doing quite well there. Lings on the ramp, defending for a possible run by. Drone saturation is looking fantastic. What's the follow-up here? Looks like he's going to continue to make Valkyries and Marines, and a tank push will be coming up behind this. And so this is a little dangerous. How far along is the hive? Just started. Here at 8 minutes, 8:30. It's ticking along, but might have an opportunity for a tank push. That is a real possibility here. BishOp not really going to have the most Valkyries, just 3 looks like. 3 Valkyries, 3 tanks, a whole bunch of Marines is probably what we're going to be seeing for this upcoming attack. He's actually not building anything right now. I'm going to go ahead and start some more Marines here shortly. 40 SCVs. I'm surprised to see him keep making SCVs right now. I think we're going to see a mech transition, actually. If he's still making SCVs right now, probably a mech transition after the fact. Good job by Larva just clearing out some of these mines. Kind of necessary at this point. Just send Lings out slowly to clear those. The Marines out here at the front don't have the Valkyrie support, so they will be pushed back for now. These Vultures still managing to run around and get a couple kills here and there. Not anything significant like drone kills, but at least able to get a few Lings. These Valkyries are probably going to end up going down. Oh gosh, the Scourge going to connect on a lot of these. Yeah, he's going to get all the Valkyries. Oh my gosh. Easy work there for Larva. If he can get the tank, it would be amazing. He's looking for it. Can he get an angle? Oh, the tank. Get one of them at least. Okay, he gets one. That's going to slow down this progress by quite a bit. One missing tank actually makes a world of difference. Defiler Mound is done. Consume begins. Timer. The timer has been started here for BishOp to break this natural. I don't think he's going to be able to get in here, especially not with more Sunkens coming up. That one tank as well. Oh, one medic. One medic kill. He could actually keep making mutas and just beat this. And maybe he even will. Yeah, he's just going to beat this with muta. Oh, this is a really strong play for Larva. Like, killing those Valkyries is insane. He did so much work just with those Scourge and mutas. Now BishOp's got no leg to stand on. I mean, he is going to be able to kill some of the... Oh, he almost gets the Defiler. Freaking stupid Defiler just walking out. Almost getting killed there. Looks like he's going to consume a drone. Tanks push forward, but consume is pretty much done. More lurkers pop through from the Nidus, from the other base. Just a little bit longer here. There we go. Consume is done. Yeah, drone will be consumed. Dark Swarm will be laid down. And this push is, for all intents and purposes, over. Gonna run forward here. Gets the Valkyrie again. Oh my goodness. The Valkyries have just not been working out for this player at all. BishOp switching into mech, as expected. Mech on the way. Dropship on the way. Gonna try and get a little scrappy here with the Marines that he's made. See if he can't get that going. Oh gosh, another Valkyrie almost goes down here. Painful. Super painful for our Terran. One lurker down here, but a Defiler. Means the spot is going to be almost invincible. No science vessels at all. None. So here comes the Dark Swarm down at the front. Gonna target fire onto one of these lurkers. And in fact, that one's actually outside of the Dark Swarm, so a little bit of a mistake there by Larva, but these mutas are doing such a good job. He actually kills all the tanks. And he's gonna push back these Marines. Dropship heading into the main base. That has not been seen here by Larva. You can see he's spreading his overlords here now. But it's gonna be a little bit late. Not gonna see that coming in. How fast will he react? Ultra Cavern could be targeted. That would be a quick kill. Going after the Spire here. Armor on the Spire might not finish. It just got started here, and he's actually going to go after it. Oh, he does target it down. All right, just goes for the Spire. Oh, going to split these mutas or just try to fight. Okay. Looks like he's going to get these Valkyries, or at least one of them. So, Spire only. I mean, you could just remake that. It's not the biggest deal in the world. For a little bit here, he's not going to have Scourge. But you know what? The drop threat isn't as scary anymore. There must be some Scourge somewhere. No, he doesn't have any Scourge. So, a little bit unfortunate he didn't build any while he was watching that Spire go down. Drop coming in. Now the Overlords are spread, so he sees this perfectly. Should be able to react in time. Mutas are on their way back here. He does have some Scourge mixed in with the Mutas. So that's something. Gonna try to run behind these mineral patches right now. Really, this is just Bishop buying some time. A few drones go down, maybe 4 drones end up falling. Bishop buying as much time as he can while he gets these other bases online. He doesn't really have much defense, so he's playing very skimpy. He's actually making still a lot of Marines. Wait, all the barracks moving out now. There's the last of the Marines, excuse me. The last ride of the Marines here. Oh, where did this bio go? Oh, went down here. Oh god, there's nothing in the bunker. Bishop? That is unfortunate. He really did not cover this base appropriately. Cracklings here. Going after the CC, killing a lot of SCVs as well. Here comes the Marines finally. Go ahead and defend this. He's also got a Valkyrie. 1 Scourge here, plus the Glaives will end up taking that down. Another Valkyrie falls. More Lings coming up from behind, but it looks like he's going to abandon that attack. Base down here in the bottom right does need to get the double expansion rolling. You need more than just the 3 bases to sustain this factory explosion. So he's going to go ahead and try to secure that base. Very few Marines down here. Might be able to take it out with the mutas. Ah, no, the mutas are pretty low. Wait, can he actually do it? 6 mutas will actually win this fight. Okay, he does take out this SCV. Oh my gosh. So close here. Bishop. Extremely close to actually finishing this command center. He's going to try to come down here and save it. Definitely wants to get the save on that base, if at all possible. Very frustrating to lose that right now. So he will save it. Oh, the SCV, though. He's not paying attention. Oh, my God. The SCV goes down. Larva just a little bit too good for him, I think. Bishop falling by the wayside in these later stages. Larva definitely better at the multitasking, but Marines are being built inside the main. Can Larva even see this? No. Marines in the main is pretty funny, guys. And he's laid down a bunch of mines, so it's not easy for him to scout that. Oh, Lings get down here into the bottom right, and he clears out all the Marines. Goliaths are going to come down. They've got the 1-1. Darkstorm here in the main base, defending this mineral line that doesn't have any drones anymore. Ling's going to clear that out. Command center is getting so low. He's going after it. 100 HP. 120, 96, 72, oh my god, 48, 32, 24, 16, 8. Oh, he gets the kill. Oh my gosh, it was so close. It was so close. Oh, BishOp. Oh, BishOp, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Loses that base. Oh, now what is he gonna do? I mean, he can still block with medics, but he starts this command center on the low ground. Oh, another one maybe on the high ground here. We'll see if he ends up making that. Ultras are here already, though. Yeah, this is it. This is over. Ultras on the high ground. There's just not enough for BishOp. He's just he doesn't have enough to hold all this, and so the SCVs are going to be driven back. Multiple expansions around the map are being taken right now by LARVA. He's going to lose some lings here, clearing the mines, but now the map is kind of open. He can start to shove out with a lot of this stuff, and oh gosh, he's even going to catch this dropship. That dropship goes down, and yes, the Ultras end up dying, but just delaying the bases here by a bit is insanely impactful. This is going to hurt BishOp so much and just give more time for everything to come online here for LARVA. +4 armor, +5 armor is about to finish. +2 attack is done. That's something at least, but Vengeful Sax is on the way. He can just come in and drop this. I didn't end up seeing what the Marines did. The Marines that he made in the main base, but it looked like they did much. Looks like they ended up dying. Which makes sense. I mean, you can't honestly expect to make a whole squad of Marines like a like a drop go in and fight. Oh my goodness. Huge spines here, getting so many kills. 8 on this one. I expected more, actually. More kills there, but maybe the spines weren't as efficient as I thought. But Lings and Ultras will break this bottom right. And GG is called. No time for the drop here. Just LARVA overwhelming BishOp here in the late game. That was pretty funny, though. That CC going down was so damn close. So close to finishing that. But unfortunately, BishOp not ever going to get this base online. Not even going to mine a single mineral from here before tapping out. One more game, guys, and then I'm heading off to go camping. Let's do it. All right, boys, one more for the Broodwar brothers. We got BishOp over here in top right, LARVA in top left. Same exact positions, actually. Hope this isn't the same game. I definitely selected a different game. Yeah, okay. Building a wall here at the front. I was a little bit afraid there for a second. Like, did I click the right game? But no, we're good. 12 hatch here for LARVA gas build from BishOp. So we're going to see something a bit funky. That's for sure. Some sort of 1-1-1 most likely. Possibly a 2-port Wraith. We'll see. Overlord going to scout right off the bat, but it's a little scary to fly in. Mostly just want to go for this spot over here. Try to get over the high ground or over the kind of lake area there. Losing the first Overlord is devastating. He cannot be losing that first Overlord. So we'll see how aggressive LARVA wants to get with that. Yeah, he's just going to go directly for it. He doesn't know that BishOp is top right anyway. So, well, as he sees the SCV, now he's going to know. Now he knows. Still going to go over this lake, though. Again, want to be careful. But not seeing anything in the natural. Oh, is he actually thinking that he's bottom right now? He's just going to send the Overlord? Oh, I think LARVA's confused. Yeah, he doesn't realize that BishOp is top right. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Overlord just going to take off. If he realized that he was up top right, then he would be able to just leave the Overlord here, see that there's no wall and no CC coming, and know exactly what's happening. Well, for the most part. Double 2-port Wraith. Oh my gosh. All right, this is going to be a weird one, boys. It's going to be a weird one. Strap in. 2-port Wraith here from Bishop against Larva. Let's see how Larva deals with this. How long is it going to take for him to figure it out? He actually needs a Sunken now. He still doesn't know where Bishop is. He's actually completely in the dark in that regard. And so the Vulture on its way over already, and there's no Sunken. I think we're going to see Larva lose this game, guys. I have a feeling. This is going to come out. Sees the Vulture. Oh, no. He's going to make the Sunken. I'm going to have to pull the drones, though. Sunken is a million years away from finishing. So he's going to lose the drone immediately. Try to pull the drone that's hurt. There we go. He does pull the drone that's hurt. Is he making lings? He is making 2 pairs of lings. Not over-committing to lings. Not building way too many lings to try and live, but he needs lings to live. Here they come. Lings coming. Oh, is he going to get another drone? Oh, he gets another drone. That was like 3 drone kills, I think. 4? Somewhere around there. And now the Wraiths are on the way. He's making Aspire, but he didn't start Burrow. So these Wraiths are really going to hurt now. Yeah, that's going to be super painful. He actually stopped Speed, I think. I think he canceled Speed. But yeah, he doesn't have Burrow. Oh boy. Series of unfortunate events here. He starts an Evolution Chamber. 2 drones already. There goes the 3rd. He's trying to build a Spore. 4th drone gonna go down. This is already too much damage. He cancels his 3rd hatch because he just knows it's not gonna work out. 5th, 6th drone dead. 7th drone dead. Ugh, I hate these positions. 8th drone. This has happened to me a few times. Now, just imagine how hard it's going to be to come back here. Yes, he's got the Spores down, but this is a nightmare. You can keep making Vultures here, by the way. Keep making Vultures. Like, make like 2-3 Vultures, get Speed, and then, you know, fight with the Wraiths to keep this lane open, and then just run by into the main base, and there's like nothing he can do. Oh, he's just gonna target the Sunken. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so frustrating. Metas are coming out, and he's managed to make at least 2. Scourge are on the way as well. But the Sunken's gonna fall, and then the Vulture can come back in again. Okay, here comes the Vulture. I'm sorry, that Scourge are not going to cut it with this. Okay, he does kill a Vulture, but... 2-port, no Cloak. 6 Wraiths. 6 Wraiths, excuse me. 12 drones. This is going to be really tough. Oh my gosh. He's pulling all the drones to the natural? What are we seeing? What is this? Why did you just pull all the drones to the natural? The mining's not that good here. I guess the mining's a little messed up because of this Spore too. Oh, he loses 2 drones off of that. 8 Wraiths now with the 1-shot potential. And Marines are coming as well. Okay, he gets a hit with the Scourge. That's something. Scourge hits are big there. But the Marines are now at the front, at the natural. He has to actually engage with this and get the Scourge to connect, otherwise he's just gonna lose. Those Lings are being targeted down by the Wraiths. Oh my god. Very good control here. 1 Muta left over, and I think this is the end. Very good control from Bishop overall, and still 8 Wraiths left. GG is called. This is what happens when you make even a small error against Terran. Not scouting properly. Didn't see with the Overlord that SCV come out, I think. I think he missed it. And so he didn't know that he was up here. Otherwise, he would have assumed that this was some sort of Vulture play. At least had the Sunken Colony in time. Probably just talking to chat or something like that. I'm definitely guilty of it as well. But eats a pretty rough loss here to Bishop. That's it, guys. That's the end. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this cast, guys. And if you did, of course, do all the things, like the videos, comment, and all that good stuff. I'm off to go camping here. And yeah, we might do a live stream. So watch out for that. See you in the next video, guys. When I get back, we're going to do some more Larva games. We got like 8-10 games with Larva coming up here very soon. So stay tuned. See you in the next video.